This next question, Jim, was sent to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com from Jacob in Evansville, Indiana.
You know, they do call DNA a genetic code, so I'm just saying. Go ahead, Evansville.
Hello, Brian and Jim. I was wondering what your thoughts are regarding the rumors going around of Bray Wyatt's retirement. Does AEW and being a part of the Pudding Gang not interest him? Thank you and best wishes.
Well, the Fiend trended on Twitter here the other day because one of the announcers said, is that the Fiend in the front row on one of the shows? Was it Backlash?
It was McAfee. Yeah, there was a guy in a Fiend mask, and McAfee said, is that the Fiend in the front row? And all of a sudden, the commentary went silent right after that for a minute. People want to know where he is. I have no idea why. I have no idea why anybody is interested in the Fiend after the Firefly Funhouse and the crispy critter from Canyon Creek got burned alive and all that hocus pocus science fiction horror movie mumbo jumbo, the most insulting, rotten, embarrassing, fake, phony, bad bullshit I've ever seen in wrestling. And they still want to know, where is he and when's he coming back? If he wants to retire, I'm all in favor of it. I might have liked the guy, but when I saw the Fiend, nah. So, I mean, I guess he made fairly decent money for a few years there. He was on top and he was selling merchandise out the ass, right? So he made a lot of money for a few years, and I think from what I've heard, that's part of the problem is he expects to make that money going forward, and I don't know if the value is there for anyone outside of WWE, and WWE doesn't see the value right now.
Well, I was going to say it should have eliminated the problem, unless he's got the problem. He thinks that's going to continue. If he's made a lot of money over the past several years, he doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to do. And if I was him, and I don't know how old he is, I'd retire too and say, fuck it. With the fucking booking that I've endured the last however long I was there. But if he expects well, then in that case, he's, I guess, pretty much an idiot. But if he expects anybody to pay him, including the WWE, to pay him what they were paying him, and or, anything close to that, he's out of his ever-loving fucking mind. So he either needs to figure out what else he wants to do and move on with his life with millions of dollars in his bank account, or adopt a more realistic attitude toward what do you do to a guy in the wrestling business after you fucking burned him alive on national television? He's pretty much done. He's going to have to start over somewhere doing something if he wants to stay in the wrestling business, and nobody's going to give him 7 figures a year to start over and do something different. And the Fiend would be roundly booed out of the building in AEW, the Fiend presentation, right? Maybe the guy, Bray Wyatt, they'd love him. But they can't do the Fiend. The fans wouldn't like it, and they don't have the budget. They ain't going to pay Bray Wyatt millions of dollars a year to try something from scratch. So he's in a little bit of a pickle. He like Bob Denver after Gilligan's Island. Had a heck of a run, but now everybody thinks you're fucking Gilligan. Ain't a lot of call for any more Gilligans.
And the other thing was with AEW, if he came in there and did his spooky shit, they already got a spooky kickboxing guy in his little group, so it wouldn't really go over.
Well, yeah, and they've already got somebody on the other channel doing the House of Black gimmick better. Now they're going to bring in somebody in the same company to do the House of Black gimmick better. Because anything has to be better than the House of Black gimmick.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It will be interesting. I mean, is this the end of Bray Wyatt? Because he made a lot of money. If he expects to make that much money to come back, who's going to pay him? And then who's going to be in charge of the booking?
Is this the end of Little Rico?